What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Wrestling City. We're making a video, so that must mean we're doing a predictions video.
Predictions.
We're doing a predictions video. Today, we're doing our predictions for Clash in Italy. As always, we are your host. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Ryler.
How are you feeling about Clash in Italy this weekend? It is the first PLE that'll take place in Italy. It's on Sunday, by the way, special start time of 2 p.m. Eastern. How are you feeling about Clash in Italy?
Man, I don't know. It seems like the card has potential, but I do not trust WWE currently. It seems like we have a potential for some decent matches. It's a decent when you look at the actual card separately. How you feeling?
I don't know, dude. It's kind of hard for me to get excited for a WWE show nowadays.
Exactly.
But I mean, like on paper, this card does look good. You've got Cody Rhodes and Gunther. That's the match I think I'm looking forward to the most.
Hmm.
Um, Brock Lesnar and Obafemi in a rematch. Did not expect that we were going to get this match again. Honestly, we'll get into more of that later.
Yeah, we will.
I mean, you got Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu again. I mean, I think we figured that this was going to happen. So Ruka and Becky Lynch, we just saw this match at Saturday Night's Main Event, but obviously they did that to play up to another match that was going to take place here. And then you got Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill. Now, I did shit on that match before WrestleMania, but they actually went out there and put on a good match. So I guess
Okay,
I'm looking
okay.
forward to it. I guess I'm looking forward to that match. So, I mean, yeah, on paper, it looks like a good show, but like you were saying, it's just hard to really it's hard for me to put any trust into this company in 2026. So
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot to say about the individual matches, but let's just get right into it. Let's get into these predictions. Which one are we starting with?
we are starting with the World Heavyweight Championship match, Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. And as always, with these predictions videos, we are doing confidence points. There are 5 matches, so 5 being the highest number you can give. And then, as always, yes, the Wrestling City Predictions Championship is on the line. Um, Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu World Heavyweight Championship
Real
match.
belt.
Okay, bro. It's not, but okay. Like I was saying, Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu World Heavyweight Championship match in a tribal combat match. Let me ask you
Okay.
this. Let me ask you this first. How have you felt about their feud so far?
This feud has been, I don't want to over exaggerate and say dog shit because I don't want to say it's that bad, but it is very, very underwhelming. I'm so sick of seeing this Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu stare down every single week, week after week. And then it always has the same thing. It's like Roman Reigns comes out and insert city here, acknowledge me. That's cool. So they tease some sort of mess up like the Usos. He comes in for the night. He's like, "Oh, we're family now," or whatever. And then Jacob Fatu comes out and he says, "I gotta feed my family. I'm doing this to feed my family. You know what I mean?" And then they brawl, and then he does that fucking fingers on the throat thing,
Kong and Death
and
Grip.
he does the tongue and death grip. They build it up to be this super crazy move, and then Roman proceeds to get out of it like 3 or 4 times on the weekly show. And then they're trying to build it like this is supposed to like kill him. And then at the pay-per-view, he also just hulks up and just, like that move ain't worth shit, dude. It's not gonna do anything. Uh yeah, it's a little rant. I'm not really enjoying this feud. But that's not to say that the match can't be good. I think I we kind of know what to expect going on here.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the issue I had with Roman Reigns winning the title is they were just going to go back to the bloodline stuff that worked 2 or 3, 4 years ago. You know, it's
Yeah.
this company just they don't know how to create new stories. They just have to go back to what worked and hoping that it works again. And I think a lot of fans in general are kind of fed up with the whole bloodline lore just taking over these shows. I know I am. This I'm just not feeling this for you, dude. I think it's just I'm bloodline worn out. I guess I can say that. So
I mean, it depends. I think it could be booked better. It's just the bloodline stuff. I still think could go. I mean, could go on. It's just every week it's the same shit. It just feels like they're not progressing anything, and that's just the theme of WWE in general right now. Um, but as far as actual prediction on this match, so I honestly, when I first did laid out these predictions, when I first made this list, I was a lot more confident, and then the more I thought about it, the less confident I became. But I am still going to stick with my gut, and that is Roman Reigns is going to retain the title, but I'm going to put 2 points on this. Originally, that was my 5 pointer. Uh, but I'm going to put
damn.
2 points on this because man, what? Yeah, like what's next? What's next for Jacob Fatu? When I think it's when he loses. I mean, I guess maybe they could do Jacob Fatu like versus like the Usos, like triple threat type of thing, or Solo Sikoa comes out, he gets involved in this situation. But
We've already
man,
seen that. We've already seen that. That was the
yeah,
feud last summer for the U.S. title. Or I think it was the U.S. title. We've already seen that. I
yeah,
mean, you know what? So apparently, this tribal combat match is the winner of this match is becomes tribal chief. So, and Roman Reigns did say that when he does beat Jacob Fatu, then Jacob Fatu has to serve him. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Really, all he says he has to
yeah.
serve him. Was he going? Is he gonna? Is he gonna be that guy that brings him his belt when he shows up to Raw and when the show opens up, or is he gonna? I don't know. Run him a coffee backstage. Lace his
That
boots
would be
up for him.
crazy.
Is he gonna shine his ulafala or whatnot? Who knows? But I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I actually went back and forth on this one. I actually earlier today I had Jacob Fatu to win this match, but I've changed it. I've changed it to Roman Reigns, and I'm not that confident in it. I've got 3 points. The reason why I said Jacob Fatu is because I feel like at this point he would have to win. If this would be the second time they fought, and I don't know. To me, I feel like if Jacob Fatu won, it would make this whole bloodline lore shtick going on a lot more interesting. It'd be Jacob Fatu. It'd be Roman
It would.
Reigns. Imagine Roman Reigns having to serve Jacob Fatu while Jacob Fatu just runs rampant all over Raw, just no fucks given, all gas, no brakes with it. Yada I mean, all that crazy stuff.
Yeah,
But
WWE's not gonna do the interesting route.
no, I don't think that's why I changed my pick. Yeah, I've got Roman Reigns, and then yeah,
For something you changed your pick on, you're so unconfident. That's 3 points, bro. That says a lot about the 2 and 1 pointers. Okay.
yeah. I mean, yeah, the 2 and 1 pointers I am actually less confident in. So,
Okay. Okay.
all right, next up, let's go into the other World Championship match. It is the WWE Championship match. Cody Rhodes defending it against the Ring General Gunther. Now, Gunther, at first when this match became announced, I was like, okay, I'm looking forward to this. I think Gunther being moved to SmackDown was the right choice. I feel like there was nothing really left for him to do on Raw. He wasn't going to go after the world title because what they've got going
Yeah,
on with Roman Reigns, you got Jacob Fatu, and Cody Rhodes did need some more credible opponents to feud with, and I think Gunther is the perfect opponent here in Italy. Who do you got in this one?
man. So this one I have been back and forth on. This is the one I am least confident on. So this is my one pointer. Um, I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm going to go with Cody Rhodes retaining the title. I could totally see Gunther winning. Um, but something just tells me that Cody's gonna win. And what I can see totally happening is sometimes when see matches like this, I have a finish just in mind, I guess. And what I could totally see happening is something along the lines of like Gunther ends up having him trapped in a sleeper hold. Is he going to pass out? He rolls over and gets him with a cradle. One, two, three. He goes over, gets him with a quick little pin, and Cody gets the win. I think that Gunther, it, first, I've seen a lot of people talking about this online and people saying that like Gunther like needs the win. I think that's an over exaggeration. I don't think he absolutely needs the win. The world's going to move on. It will be fine. But and he's also losing to Cody Rhodes. Like literally one of the biggest baby faces in the past however many years. I don't think it's the end of the world. Now, that is not to say that I don't think that he shouldn't win. Like, I totally would love to see him as a champion. But knowing WWE, knowing that this is Clash in Italy, really just I think what will ultimately be a throwaway pay per view. Um, I think that Cody winning just makes the most sense. And we also have Orton looming in the background. Is he going to return?
Yeah. Yeah. Is he going to return? Well, I've got Gunther.
Okay.
I think Gunther leaves Italy as WWE champion. And look, you just said that you don't think Gunther has to win this match. I think he needs to win this match. Gunther is still in that position where he can't be losing matches, no matter what. He don't need to be losing to no, like you said, a roll up. He don't need to be losing clean. He doesn't need to be losing. And the reason why I actually switched back to Roman Reigns is because I don't see WWE doing two world title changes on the same show. I feel like it was going to be one or the other, and I feel
Uh
like
huh.
it should rather be Gunther more than Jacob Fatu winning the title. So
I mean,
I'm
why are
gonna
you
go with
so dead
Gunther.
set on one of them having to switch hands? You just, that's just what your gut's telling you?
I will honestly do. I think both of them should switch hands, but the fact that they're happening on the same show, both aren't going to switch hands.
Yeah,
I
that's
I
fair.
feel like both need to switch hands, but like it's on the same show, so it's just not going to happen.
How many points you got on that?
I only got two. I'm not that confident. I could, like you said, Cody Rhodes is the top guy, and the thing is too, I just don't see them having Gunther lose to Cody Rhodes twice. This would be the second time that he's lost to Cody Rhodes. He lost to him in the King of the Ring final last year, right? No. He lost to him at the Crown Jewel.
Was
That's
was
the
that
Crown
last
Jewel.
year?
No, that was 2 years ago for the Crown Jewel Championship.
Yeah, Gunther was feuding with Jey Uso this time last year. Oh my. Yeah, I better not. Yeah, that's a whole different thing. Um,
Yeah.
yes, but okay, let me also say with these predictions, because I do think it could be a discussion that I don't want to be confusing later on. If Orton comes out and disqualifies somebody, Cody Rhodes walking out as champion, I am keeping that point. I think is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Or
fair.
if Gunther ends up getting a DQ, you get what I'm saying. Either way, because I think Orton coming out and causing disqualification could be a very possible situation. Um, Continuing on the feud, Gunther not getting pinned and Cody keeping the title. I think, yeah, I think that's a possibility.
Yeah, we'll see though. But all right, I've got Gunther. You've got Cody Rhodes. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it though. Like I said though, I just think Gunther has to win it. Gunther is still in that position where he can't be losing matches.
It
So
would help him for sure.
it would. And to me, I feel like SmackDown needs a change of scenery at the top. You know,
They've
Cody
been
Rhodes has
needed to
been
change. Yeah.
yeah, that whole show needs a change. Honestly, that fucking show sucks. But all right, next up, we've got the Women's Intercontinental Championship on the line. It is Sol Ruka versus Becky Lynch. Now, you know, I mentioned earlier that they just had their match Saturday night's main event. Sol Ruka won by disqualification. That wasn't a title match, and the reason why she won is because Becky Lynch pulled the referee in, and then they got the disqualification. So they just was like, you know what, we'll make it an Intercontinental Championship match. Dude, I've got Sol Ruka walking out of Italy as the women's Intercontinental Champion. I just think she needs to win because Becky Lynch has been coming out on Raw talking about how she's a loser. You know, she's going to go out there and beat her. I don't think Sol Ruka has. She hasn't got a pinfall victory or a submission victory yet since she's been on the main roster. She has lost to Liv Morgan. She's lost to Io Sky. I mean, she got a win last weekend, but it was by DQ. So I feel like they've got to give her a win at some point, and why not have her get the win here and win the Intercontinental Championship? Oh, I've got 1 point, by the way. I'm not that
One
confident
point
in it.
on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so with this match, I think that well, first of all, I've seen a lot of people say they're excited for it. I
Look, when the match started Saturday night, it was off to a good start. Ruka looked really good in there, but then the DQ finish happened, and you could tell the crowd was like they just kind of like moaned and groaned at that
Yeah.
finish. So
So yeah, I'm not excited for this match. I mean,
all right.
I think it's gonna be okay. I guess maybe. Um, Soruka, I think that she has. I mean, it's just the start of her run on the roster. First of all, not a good start. Hot take: they need to that Soul Snatcher, bro. Get rid of it. Like literally, I've been saying this since like day one, since before she was on the main roster, which I guess it's like the past 2 months. But you get my point. Um,
Mhm. Yeah.
that move is so dumb. It looks so what's the word? Campy?
Choreographed.
Corn? Yes, choreographed.
Choreographed.
Campy. Yeah, how they just have to jump into it and then she can't even do it properly. So I think that it's just only hurting her right now. So I think she needs to have maybe not completely throw it away, but needs to develop another
Well,
finisher.
I really don't think that's all on her though, because like her opponent has to be like in the right spot for it to work.
Yeah, bruh, but that's
I mean,
your
it looks
finisher.
good.
Like,
Yeah, it looks good. Most of the time, it has looked good in execution, but a lot of times it's just her opponent not being in the right spot to where her opponent has to jump into the move. So, but yeah, I think because yeah, she did hit it. I remember she hit it on what Becky Lynch like 3 weeks ago and just like completely missed her.
mhm.
And then when they tried to do the where Becky pulled the ref into her on Saturday night, it did not look good. It just didn't look good
Yeah.
at all. I don't know if you saw it, but it was sloppy.
I think I saw something about it. I don't remember exactly what it looked like, but yeah, I think that she's off to a rough start. But that's okay. She just began. But with that said, I think that this match, Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruca, I think this is one match out of what's going to be a bigger feud. And I think that this is going to culminate sometime later this year, probably SummerSlam would be my prediction. But I think that ultimately this is going to be the beginning of it, or I guess,
So you've got
close to
Becky
the
winning.
beginning.
That's what you're
So I've
saying.
got Becky retaining,
Okay.
and I have 3 points on that.
Okay. Yeah, to me, I just Becky's been coming out there calling her a loser. She can't win, and then what? They're just gonna have her go out there and just prove that she was right. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't,
I mean, we have Night
because
of Champions, and
at that point, then Soruka is just she can't do anything after that because Becky was right, and what do they
she
do with
can't do
Soruka?
anything after that. Of course she can, bruh. Literally, these feuds are so
Becky
like,
Lynch has been coming out there saying that, "Oh, you're a loser, and I'm gonna prove that you're a loser when I beat you and retain my title." Like she can't win the big one. She can't win a singles. She can't win on the main roster. She's just gonna go out there and beat her, and then dude, that'd be it,
that's not it though, bruh. You're just thinking about it from this, like this is the only match. Like this
dude.
is
If
one chapter.
Becky Lynch has been going out there and saying that Soruka can't get the job done, she's a loser, and then she loses on Sunday.
Okay, bruh, you must have thought Cody Rhodes was done when he was facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, bruh.
Well, honestly,
We'll see, dude. I mean, Night of Champions is a few weeks from now. I think there's totally opportunity. And like what you're saying, this storyline doesn't just end. This isn't just the ceiling, you know? This could be continuing. So then when you go on
you
next few
just can't
weeks,
have
she
her. You just
says,
can't have her saying. You just can't have her
yes, you
saying all.
can. You could
Okay,
literally say she's a loser. That's why she just lost this match. And then it continues on and does that same thing going into the next few
and then
POs.
that would just be so stupid for her to
You're talking about it
go out here
sounding
and call.
stupid. I'm
Look,
talking
dude,
about
it would.
predictions and what I think they're going to do. Okay. I'm not saying necessarily, I just totally see it happening.
It'd just be stupid for her to come out here and say that she's a loser. Soruka loses, and then they just continue to go on with it. Like, why would Becky be okay with that? She just beat this girl. Why would
Okay.
she want to continue to beat
We'll
like
see, bro.
okay.
Let's go. You got to stand on business now.
I am standing on
Solo
business.
winning the
Soruka's
IC
win
title in the middle
solo.
of, uh,
Solo.
I said,
Soruka.
I
Yeah,
said,
you said solo.
Sol Ruka
Is
winning
winning the
the
Intercontinental
IC title
Championship. Yes.
in the middle of
Yes,
Clash of Italy. Okay.
yes, she is. All right,
Okay.
next up. Next up. Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill for the women's championship match. Who you got, man?
Come on, bro. I don't need any discussion about this. Rhea Ripley retains 5 points. I don't have anything else to say about it.
Really? Yeah, I've got Rhea Ripley as well. I've actually got 5 points on it as well. I now this was before that match they had at Saturday Night's main event last weekend where I thought Jade Cargill might get the title back, but I feel like they had her and her or Meechin and BFAB win that match just to get her a win over Rhea Ripley. So that way when they come to Italy, Rhea Ripley can beat her and hopefully move on from Jade Cargill in the world title scene because I
There's
still
no
don't think
story
she's
to
ready.
tell with Jade winning the title. There's
No.
nothing to tell. Like Jade versus who? Like it's that's classic. She like, oh, Jade wins back the title then, and then what?
Hmm.
Uh, Rhea Ripley's Rhea Ripley. She has feuds that I could totally see her feuding up against, facing Charlotte in the future with all her stuff with Alexa, Charlotte coming out to even up the odds against BFAB and Meechin. Yeah, Rhea Ripley. Yeah, 10 times out of 10. Rhea Ripley is going to retain this title.
Yeah, I agree. All right, next up, it is the final match on the Wrestling City Predictions card here. We've got Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar, which WWE is calling it the most anticipated rematch in history. Do you think this is the most anticipated rematch in history?
Absolutely. I mean, come on, we're all excited for this match. We're all just chomping at the bits to see this. Why can't we just have good things? Like, dude, that was like literally the perfect way to send off Brock. Um, oh, never trust WWE in 2026. That's crazy. Um, this feud, I mean, man, I think that's going to continue on further. I don't think this is a final match. I think that this is just the middle point because why would this feud just end it? This feud's not going to just end at Clash in Italy. It's going to go
No.
on further. And I
Till
think that
SummerSlam.
in order for that to happen, I don't. I mean, I guess Oba could pick up the win theoretically, and they could continue it because then it's like, oh, is Brock like losing it? You know, he's kind of slipping, kind of like the story they were telling leading up to WrestleMania, but with matches, he just keeps on losing these matches. But man, I think that in order for it to realistically continue on, though, Brock is going to pick up the win. So I think that's what makes the most sense. Now, with WWE, that could mean the opposite then. But I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to say Brock Lesnar picks up the win. And I'm going to go with 4 points on this because the other ones I'm a lot less confident about. Maybe hindsight, I would have switched a match or two because I did switch around the points a lot as I went through. But 4 points on this. Brock Lesnar picks up the win against Oba Femi.
Well, for my four pointer, I've got Oba Femi
Okay.
winning this match. I like you just said, they could continue this feud with the Oba Femi win, and you're right. I think they could. First, I want to give it a shout out because, well, first I had Brock Lesnar, but I was listening to Tuesday Night Titans with JD from NY and Solo Monster, and the Solo Monster, he made a very good point where, and I was like, dude, like that'd be like good. I think that'd make for good television. Also, Obafemi wins, and then that just pisses off. It sends Brock Lesnar into this like state of what's the word I'm trying to say? Like denial, I guess. Like he just can't seem to get the job done against this guy to where it all culminates at SummerSlam, where if he really can't beat Obafemi, he's done. He retires. He puts his career on the line to where if he can't beat Obafemi, he will retire. And Obafemi beats him at SummerSlam and retires him. Beats him 3 times. I'm calling it now.
I mean, I could see that because the fact that we're talking about that's basically I mean
And
not
like
the
he said,
exact
dude,
same
it'd be have we ever seen Brock Lesnar lose to the same guy 3 times?
I don't know about 3 times. I don't know exactly. I don't think so.
I
I
think
mean,
that
that doesn't. I'm not saying it's impossible because this storyline, basically, I'm pretty sure just what he's got. That this is exactly what we saw with Batista and Triple H back in '05. Batista
yeah.
won 3 times straight, and it culminated in the Hell in a Cell match. And so it does. It is good. Formulaic storytelling. That's what I was.
Mhm.
Brock, he continues his animosity. Yeah, he loses 2 matches in a row, and he's so desperate. Or like Shawn Michaels, he puts his
Yeah.
career on the line against him.
Mhm.
But my only thing with that is that like there's not like so he's just desperate just to beat Obafemi. There's like,
Because Obafemi is the next big thing. That's
yeah,
what Brock
I
Lesnar
mean,
was.
I guess. I mean, I think you can do similar storytelling, but with it being not having involved the two
And
losses.
plus, and plus, Obafemi on Raw just the other day said that he's going to kill Brock Lesnar. I feel like you can't have him say that and then go out
Bro,
there and
you
lose.
and your you can't say that. So therefore this has to happen.
Dude, you just can't have him go out there and say that and then just lose.
I mean,
Now
I'm not necessarily
I do feel like this match will be a little bit longer than their match at
I hope
WrestleMania.
so. Well, actually, no. Do I hope so? I don't know, man.
Dude, just
I
let them
think
go
that
out there and just let them go out there and tear each other apart.
I think that the WrestleMania one was pretty good for what it was, honestly. Um,
Yeah, but I feel like you can do that, but make it a little bit longer.
yeah,
What
and
was
I
it?
could
4 minutes? You could go. You could add another maybe another 4 minutes to make it 8 minutes.
8 minute
I don't
match.
see
Yeah,
it.
they're really
I
going the
don't see
distance
it.
there.
Yeah, for Brock Lesnar at least. Yeah, I don't see this going 10 minutes. Hell, Brock Lesnar is already gassed by 2 minutes into the match. Face is all
Yeah.
red and everything.
I
Uh,
mean, man, I could see Oba winning. That's what because at first I had Oba, but Brock I just think makes the most sense with WWE storytelling. I could see it going either way though.
and the thing
Um,
is too, like when I was thinking about that storyline, and I'm just thinking like I don't know if WWE has the brain power to come up with a storyline like that anymore.
I think that we're going to see some sort of interference from either Paul Heyman or it could be well the Vision man. The Vision curse continues. Speedy recoveries to Logan Paul.
What does the Vision have
Um,
to do with this?
because
Or just
Paul
what?
Heyman.
Paul Heyman is the Vision and Brock Lesnar are a whole separate thing. So
I mean, for now, they're a whole separate thing. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean
are you
that
just
you
talking
can't
about
like.
them being? Are you just talking about like them being Paul Heyman guys or whatnot?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I thought you were about to say like the Vision, like go out there and get involved or something.
Yeah, I'm saying I could see Paul Heyman or Braun Breaker having some sort of thing where they cause him to lose.
That'd be so
Okay,
stupid.
bro, I don't think that's that far
That'd be,
fetched.
that'd be so.
You can't do that. That'd be so stupid. I don't
That
know
just
about.
sounds no. That just sounds ridiculous. Honestly,
Okay,
just
bro. I mean, we'll see. I see some sort of distraction, something happening, and that's how I mean,
if it's going to be a distraction, it's just going to be Paul Heyman. I mean, I don't know why the
okay,
Brock
Oba,
Lesnar and the Vision are just yes, they're both managed by Paul Heyman, but dude, those are just two completely separate things. I know they team together at War Games, but yeah, that's all they're going to do together.
you
that
said
that's
what now? They were on the
that's
same
all. That is all that we're going to see when it comes to Brock Lesnar and the Vision together. That was a one-off. No,
okay.
no.
All the only similarity is they're both managed by the same person. They were both on the same team at a PLE, like at Survivor Series of last year. Yeah, you're right. That's the only similarities. You're right. You're right. You dumb as hell, dude.
You're dumb as hell, dude. Some of the shit you've said today in this video, bro.
Okay.
Uh,
Either way, though, I am standing on that Brock Lesnar is going to win this match. Isn't this what's starting out the night? I've heard a lot of different stuff about what
no,
they're.
actually, I think Gunther and Cody Rhodes is. I think okay, so I might be wrong. You know what?
I've heard it switched
Let's
like
check.
a few times.
Hopefully, they added it to WWE.com. Let's see. No, but I swear I heard on Monday night that the first hour It's on ESPN proper, and it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Gunther, and then the other match in that first hour is Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill.
So that's gonna be in the middle of the card, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
middle of the card with an Obafemi win, going up 2-0.
Okay, man. I hope you're confident in this, bro. And remember, you
I
have
am.
to
I've got
have
four.
more points.
I've got 4 points on it.
You
So
can't do
yeah,
no draw this
I'm pretty
time.
confident. I'm pretty confident.
Okay.
I'm pretty confident. I've got 4 points
I am
on it.
going to
So
retain upside
bullshit.
down. I'm gonna retain the Wrestling City Predictions title. Look at this belt made out of solid gold. You hear that? You hear that? That right there is what gold sounds like. And you wouldn't know because you're not champion.
I
That
wouldn't
belt
know
in the back,
when
bro,
I have the
you're
legit
a
real thing
phony,
behind
bro.
me.
You're not the champion, though. You're a fake champion. I'm the real champion. You see this? This represents real, the real championship. And I'm going to retain. I'm going to hold it through. I won it at WrestleMania. I retained it Backlash. And this is just going to be another one to add on to it, bro.
Are you done?
You're washed, bro. Come on. You had this streak. It was good while it lasted, man. We'll see
Are
how
you
this
done?
ages.
Yeah. We'll see how this. Are you done now?
You
Are you done?
trash.
Are you okay?
Okay.
All right. There you have it, guys. Those are our predictions for Clash. Those are our predictions for Clash in Italy. So here are my predictions. Roman Reigns for 3 points, Gunther for 2 points, Sol Ruka for 1 point, Rhea Ripley for 5 points, and Oba Femi for 4 points.
Okay, so I have Roman Reigns for 2 points, Cody retaining for 1 point, Becky Lynch retaining for 3 points, Rhea winning, well, retaining for 5 points, and Brock winning for 4 points. We have almost everything the opposite. I mean, I guess half of it, but still, yeah, we have some really potential to hopefully have
We
a.
only have two at the same.
Yeah, I know that's crazy, dude.
That that's more than half.
Well, technically, you can't have half, so yeah, you're correct. Math genius over here, bruh.
For some reason, I don't know why I thought there was. Never mind. Okay,
Yeah.
let us know in the comments down below what your predictions are, dude. I can't wait to come on here Sunday after this show and just talk about how dead wrong you were on those 3 matches that you predicted.
Okay. Only
I
time will
can't wait.
tell. This
I can't
Saturday,
wait.
this Sunday,
This
actually.
Sunday. This
Yes.
Sunday. This
Okay.
Sunday. But that's about it. Like I said, let us know in the comments down below what your predictions are. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come help us make Wrestling City the greatest city in the world for all your wrestling contents. And guys, I promise you right now, there will be a Clash in Italy review video going up on the channel following Clash in Italy. So until then, we'll see you guys next time. Take care. God bless. Peace.